From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New York Giants. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first look is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From a yard out. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll run it again with Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Derrick Henry with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very... And now the rookie's free. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Giants at 11-2 now, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
2nd and 3. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. In motion, Slayton. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Back to throw here. He'll look downfield for Waller. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
7-7, our score after 1. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
19 tight. 19 tight.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
1st down. Here's Burrow. This one complete. And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Okay, ready. Hey, pass. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Hey.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. A 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 93 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
11
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Samuel in motion. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Burrow. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go now.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Mustang 19. 10 through 11. 10 through 11. Buffalo 18.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now they'll audible to something else.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Jalen Hyatt in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase, complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
Here we go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Henry up the middle. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
They gotta go, gotta go.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Slot man moves right. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
60
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Complete right side to Hyatt. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
18, Pioneer. Cup 19, Cup 19. 79 Broncos.
2nd and 1. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Now he's loose again. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, we saw him score on the ground earlier in the ball game. This time, the defense says not so fast.
Yeah, that's good scouting and good awareness, isn't it? Because you always have to be wary of him keeping it himself, especially in this part of the field. Because if he doesn't like what he sees, you know he'll take off and try and go for it himself.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Myles Murphy getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now at 1st down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Burrow will throw. Short pass to Howard.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Pushes him over. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. A toss left. Henry.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second down, 8 yards to go.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. That one looks like he'll throw here. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4?